So we talked about the causes, we have some of the effects. Let's talk a little bit about what we can do to help. Now obviously the most helpful and reasonable solution is to simply stop cutting down trees. Unfortunately, that's not entirely realistic. People cut down trees for all of these reasons as part of their livelihood. It's how they make their living. People aren't going to just stop doing that. But there are smaller steps we can take to help preventing this and limiting this. One of those is to reduce consumption. Like I said, a lot of the trees go towards paper products and cardboard, different things like that. So when you go shopping, try to pick things with less packaging. If that means buying in bulk so there's just less packaging around it, that's a great option. When you go grocery shopping, bring reusable bags with you so you don't have to use what they have in the store. Even these little things can make a pretty significant impact on problems such as this. There's also the option of contacting representatives. Governments have the capability of enacting legislation that limits or stops this deforestation. It's just a matter of people caring about it enough to make that happen. So in contacting representatives, both local and at the nationwide level, we can really make an impact and bring this issue to the surface and get a lot of thought around it. Now, FacingTheFuture.org continues with suggestions about what we can do. There are a lot of extremely helpful websites out there. One in particular is the rainforestsite.com. Now, this site has a very interesting feature. When you go onto the site, you don't have to log on, anything like that, but they have a little button you can click, and when you click on it, money is donated towards helping to save the rainforest. Now, this isn't your money. This is money from organizations and corporations who help support this. And you can go back every single day and click on a button. And simply doing that is helping to slow down this problem and helping to save the resources that we have. Now you can also plant trees. It's simple, it's easy, and it really does a lot for the environment. Ideally, with deforestation, for every tree we cut down, we would plant 2 in its place to offset, those gases and all of that other really important stuff that trees do. Sadly, this doesn't happen. Generally, when trees are cut down, they are not replaced, or if they are, it's a slow process. It doesn't happen fast enough or on a wide enough scale. So one thing we can do is plant trees for that. Arbor Day, Earth Day, those are great opportunities, but they don't have to be your only opportunities. Just go out and buy a tree and plant it in your yard, and you'll be making a difference. You'll help the sustainability of our actual planet. Finally, spreading the word is a really important act in terms of this issue. A lot of people don't think about deforestation that often. And in some way that's understandable. We have a lot of issues in the world. We have the earthquake and tsunami in Japan. We have natural disasters all over the place, and it's a lot to pay attention to. There are a lot of issues in this world that go unnoticed. But it doesn't have to be that way. Just by talking to friends, talking to family, spreading the word about this problem, we can really make an impact on it. Get more involvement, get more information out there, just make people aware of what is happening and the impact it can have on them. Now, throughout time, we've seen greed and money win out over what is maybe better for the world. And that's very disheartening, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sit idly by and watch it happen. We've talked about the causes of deforestation, we've talked about the effects that it has on the world, and we've talked about what each of you can do to help. And I hope that you do just that. We have a whole bunch of ways to help preserve these rainforests, to maintain this beauty and this resource that we have. And I hope that each one of you can take a small step towards making that happen. Thank you.